What's up, beautiful besties? Welcome back to Turning Tides Tarot. I just want to say thank you so very much for being here with me. Y'all are incredible. Let me welcome in all of our new tribe members, y'all. And I just gotta say, I'm getting pretty pumped here because we are on the verge of hitting 75,000 tribe members strong. And honestly, it is just so freaking humbling to be here with all of y'all. And we're nearly there. So if you're tuning in and you like my vibe and you haven't yet subscribed, I do ask that you do that and help us reach that milestone. It is very exciting times for, all of us here, okay? Anyway, now that the space has been cleansed and I've thanked y'all for your love and support and energy exchange, we're going to bring the sound bowl, we'll call in spirit and get the strongest energy reading of the day. But I've got to be honest with you. I keep hearing a sentence since I woke up this morning, and all I can hear is suffocated by your silence. Okay, so I'm assuming that the vibe of the reading is going to be about someone whom you may have previously withdrawn your energy from. Now we're going to explore it and see what comes up. Okay, but yeah, I feel like there's someone here who is just, they cannot stand your silence. Okay, so let's do the thing and bring the sound bowl and call in spirit. Okay, I'm calling on spirit with so much love and so much gratitude. I ask for divine guidance as I interpret these messages. May they help us all on our journey towards our highest and greatest good. I'm asking for love, joy, peace, abundance, and protection for myself, for you, and for all beings on the planet at this time. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, Spirit, please, let's just dive right into it. I want to know what this is because it wanted to jump out. Yeah, okay, the Two of Pentacles. Let me just put that to the side for now and get some more energy out. But yeah, there is someone here that's in your energy, yeah, in your energy, and I do feel like it's somebody that you have not been speaking to, or you have been taking some time off from speaking to here. Yeah, oh my goodness. This person here is suffocating in your silence. Okay, what does that even mean, suffocating in your silence? I do feel like they are starting to gain some clarity and starting to understand why you may have withdrawn your energy from them. Okay, I'm just pulling out this vibe. I need to see a whole picture of what's going on. Yeah, okay, a whole picture of what is going on here. Oh goodness, yes, there's the Queen of Swords. I'm not surprised to see the Queen of Swords. All right, so the Queen of Swords. I feel like this is the energy that you are in. What's underneath that peeking out? Yeah, the Page of Swords. Look, I feel like you have recently, or recently drawn some kind of line where you have decided that for your own health, mental health, emotional health, for your own overall well-being, you were going to stop speaking to someone. All right. And I feel like in the past, you may have really given a lot of your time, energy, emotional labor to this individual. I feel like this person may have leaned on you quite a bit. I do feel like you have been hurt by this person many times in the past, okay? I feel like this person has taken advantage of your kindness. I feel like this person has, just been in the energy where all they do is take, right? And maybe they only contact you when they need something, or, they only reach out to you with bad news, or they're only reaching out to you when they need something from you, like if they need you to hold their hand through a difficult situation or something like that. They're having a bad day and they seem to emotionally dump onto you because you have always been somebody who gives them a lot of love, who gives them a lot of care, who gives them a lot of nurturing. You may have in the past. Now on the channel here, if you know or if you don't, it's okay. We've been really talking about the differences of feminine energy, okay? The light and the dark expression of the feminine, right? So you, in the past, you may have been in your light feminine energy when it comes to this person, right? And that was talking about, you know, nurturing, caring, giving, really being there for them, being very understanding, being very compassionate. Yeah, okay, so you would have been in your light feminine energy in the past with this person. I do feel like we're reading on someone who has crossed over into their dark feminine energy now, which does speak to having very firm boundaries, putting the self first, you know, taking care of yourself and saying no, and not allowing folks to continuously take from you without, you know, giving anything back, right? You're interested in equal give and take situations in your world, right? Relationships, friendships, romantic partners, okay? This could be a friendship, a family member, or it could be someone, you know, you've dealt with romantically in the past, okay? Now, you being in the Queen of Swords energy really tells me here that, yeah, I mean, like, you just don't have time for, this feels like I just don't have time for BS right now. I'm really busy. You know, I don't have time or energy to continue to give to you or the situation, because I've never really received anything good from it anyway. Like, you know, this is like, all you do is take, and all I do is give, and I've just put a stop to it, okay? So again, you withdrew your energy completely and have gone silent, radio silence. I do feel like this person may have recently tried to communicate to you, right? They may have sent you some text, they may have sent you some messages, they may have whatever, done their usual thing, right? Where they reach out to you expecting some kind of nurturing, or expecting some kind of emotional labor or something, right? Expecting to be able to use you as a freaking trauma dumping receptacle or emotional dumping receptacle. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you just left this person on red. Okay. I feel like you left this person on red recently. And this is what I'm picking up very much intuitively. It's channeled. Okay. This is a very channeled portion of the message. I haven't even begun to explore the energy that we pulled out here. Okay. This is all channeled with the Queen of Swords. So, recently, right? Recently. And your silence, you're leaving them on red or not responding, or maybe even blocking for some of you, or enforcing some boundaries. Like, you know what? Why don't you could just say, hi, how are you? That's a good way to start a conversation. Not, oh my gosh, I've had the worst day of my life. You know, it's just, you're tired of the same old, and you're just not responding to messages from anyone that aren't, you know, giving you the love, care, respect that you deserve, right? Because you know your value, you know your worth, and you're just done with that kind of shit. Okay. That's what I'm getting here. And so if you're not in that energy of the Queen of Swords, which it doesn't mean that you're closed off. Okay. I want to be very clear here first before we move on. The Queen of Swords being in this energy does not mean that you're closed off. It actually means that it's like, you can come towards me if you come correct, okay? And if you don't, you're just gonna taste the, you know, the bitter edge of my sword. You're gonna feel the sting, okay? I'm either not gonna talk to you, or I'm gonna put you in your place. Okay, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. You're just in a very empowered mode recently. Okay, so this person, your silence or your refusal to engage in a way in which you used to, is really throwing this person through a loop. Okay, I feel like they do not expect you to be this way. I feel like your new enforcement of these boundaries, like, they don't even have to be said. I feel like when you don't respond to this individual, they start to get it. they start to see that your silence literally starts to speak volumes. It's quite deafening. And I feel like they're suffocating in that energy currently. Now, why is that? Because they're starting to maybe look back at their messages. Maybe they're scrolling back down, further down the line, and they're seeing, how it is, what energy they're in as they come towards you, or what they've said, or just they start to realize that they're really kind of not really showing up in a very good or healthy kind of way. Like, if they receive those types of messages, would they respond to them, And so I feel like they're starting to put themselves into your shoes. Not only that, but I feel like it's very interesting because I still haven't even gotten here yet. I feel that your silence, it's really making them think, right? It's really making them think. And I feel like they're missing you quite a bit. They're missing the value that you brought into their world. And they're starting to see how your energy and having access to you and your energy has really helped them grow, help them. You just always helped them, to feel better, and I feel like I'm speaking to someone who refuses to put in emotional labor into a situationship or something where it's not, you get no return on your investment. Okay. You're just done with it. You just don't have time for it. Now, I want to move into what we see here on the table, because now that I just saw 1144 as I looked up for the reading, because now that you are in this energy, and I feel like you may have proven it more than once to this person. Maybe this isn't the first time you've left them on red. Maybe it isn't the first time where you've let them, without having to say a word, see the mistakes that they're making in communicating with you. Okay. Now I know some of you, maybe you're like, well, my person or no, but they haven't communicated or something like that. Then this might not be your reading. Okay. And that's okay. We hopefully will pull on an energy that you will resonate with in another reading down the line. Okay. But anyway, or this could be predictive. This could be what happens if you do decide to go, with radio silence, right? To prove your point, or even just to protect yourself, right? Protect yourself from any further heartache, down the line. Anyways, what it's doing, okay, not only are they looking at old messages, looking at the ways in which, they, and how they're presenting themselves to you. They're starting to really pay attention to that, where they may be going wrong or why you may be not. You're done. I feel like they also feel your energy has been withdrawn from them as well. This is causing them to go within here. We have the Two of Pentacles and we have the Two of Wands. Now the twos are always speaking about choices. Okay. Choices that we need to make, right? Perhaps this person has left you in this weird no man's land where, they may have had a choice to further this relationship or take it up to the next level. And they have left you kind of in that, like I said, that limbo mode where they haven't given you an answer either way. Or maybe they have, always, perhaps, let's say always, felt that you were going to be there for them no matter what. So they have this freedom to be able to run around and basically, I'm going to say it, fuck around and find out. Okay. So I feel like this person has been very busy doing the fucking around. And I feel like right now is the time that they're finding out, okay, about you and just the fact that you are fed up, okay? That's what I'm getting here for this reading. Now, what is that doing, right? Your silence is suffocating them, because all they are inundated with right now is the decisions that they've made in the past, right? The choices that they've made that led them to this moment, right? Where you are, in fact, in your Queen of Swords energy. Now, I can see that, we have some very positive vibes here. Okay. Now, I don't want you to get, that's not going to get lost on us here. I'm going to tell you what's happening within them. during these moments, right, where they're going over, there's a lot of shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? There's a lot of shoulda, coulda, woulda. Well, I shouldn't have said that, or I should have done this, or I could have done that. You know, I had so many chances to show up in a way in which, would be a lot more pleasant than what I've done in the past. I've had so many chances with this person. They have consistently been there for me. And I really feel like, they're surprised that you aren't there. Like it's coming as a bit of a shock. And we did a reading. Actually, one of our last readings was talking about the person who pushed you away is shocked that you actually stayed away. So this could be linked to that last reading as well. Here, a continuation of that story. Hold on one second. So what that's doing here, you being in your Queen of Swords energy is basically proving to them that you know your value, you know your worth, and they're not providing you with anything that even like remotely resembles something that is worth your time. Okay. So now they're starting to see you. Okay, after all this time, after all these chances, after all these decisions they have made to put you perhaps last in their world, right? Maybe they only message you after 9 o'clock, or maybe, you're always the last thought of the day, or maybe, they don't ever really seek to spend time with you until they need your energy, right? You've put an end to that. So they're starting to now look at you in a different way, whereas you are becoming this extremely high value individual to them all of a sudden. They can't access your energy. They can't get what they normally would get from you. They can't even get through to you right now, okay? Because they're not coming at you in a very high vibing way, right? They're coming at you with the same old, same old. And so they're starting to see you as being, oh my gosh, you're actually the person that I have always wanted. You were the ideal person all along. Oh my gosh, what have I done? They're starting to see you as being the one that, like the one that got away, basically, right? I wasted so much time. I wasted so much energy. I wasted so much time effing around. And now I'm finding out that I've done too much. I pushed my limit. I am now out of chances. I am now like this is serious, and so your silence is really hitting them much harder than they ever thought was possible, because first of all, they didn't ever think that they would have to deal with this. Second, with you, when it comes to you may have expressed your love to them. You may have, been very open. And now that you have shut that tap off of your energy and your love and your compassion and your kindness and all of the things, it's leaving them pretty freaking thirsty. I gotta let you know. And I feel like they are thinking right now with the Ace of Cups energy. Well, first of all, they see you, Ten of Pentacles, now as being the one I can spend the rest of my life with. You're the one that got away. What have I done? They're gaining clarity. They're gaining insight into how they have been communicating with you, and they're making new choices, right? They're starting to see, they're starting to learn, and they're starting to make these new choices like, oh my gosh, I know now, I know what I have to do. I know what I have to say. I really want to show up in a different kind of way, because I look like a freaking fool. I look like an idiot. I look like somebody who doesn't value this person. And I've realized how much value you bring to my life, like this is these kind of aha moments that they seem to be getting. It's like they're snapping out of it and seeing you for the first time, even though you may have been there for quite a while. All right. And this is what's going on here. And so your silence to them, they are suffocating literally in your silence. They're not able to stop thinking about you. They're not able to stop going back and looking at their horrible track record, is what I'm picking up, right? They've got a very horrible track record of perhaps dismissing you, or not being there for you when you needed them, or, just not really reciprocating the energy that you have consistently given them over this time period of whatever, over however long you've known them, right? For some of you, it's weeks, months, years even, right? And so now they're like realizing that shit, I cannot let this person get away. I can't do this. No, because when they're going through their hard times and when they're in a tough space, or maybe late at night at the end of the day, you're the one that they want to reach out to. You're the one that they think about. Even if like maybe they consistently send you maybe like some drunk text or something like that. You're always the one, right? You're always the one at the end of the day. But I feel like you're over here saying like, no, I'm not the one for that. Like I deserve a hell of a lot more than this. Okay. And I'm no longer entertaining anything that you're going to serve to me that isn't, what I deserve. Right. So yeah, they've come to that realization on their own. And that is only happening through your unwillingness to engage with them. Okay. Through that silence, through you being in the dark feminine energy. Right. Now you don't have to be feminine. There's masculine energy as well. You can be a dude, you can be a non-binary person. I'm saying you're in the energy. We all have access to first of all, to the masculine and feminine parts within the self, right? That makes us a whole human. Okay. We have both energies. But even within the feminine energy and the masculine, which, way later down the line on the podcast, we're going to get into the masculine energy, but we are focused on feminine. There is that dark and light expression within each of the energies as well. So dark feminine energy is what I'm picking up here on this reading. 100%. Okay. You being in the dark feminine energy when it comes to this individual is having them rethink their choices. It's having them rethink how they communicate with you. And it is also allowing them to actually see how much they truly value you, right? How much they truly value you and how much they have taken you for granted. Okay, let's move forward. So with the new decisions that they are wanting to make here, or just knowing that they must make, if they do want to try to, come after you or chase after you or want to be a part of your life or not lose you forever, and some of them may already have lost you forever. It really just depends. They are going back to the drawing board and they're starting to make new choices. They truly desire a fresh new beginning here. They want to come at you in a way in which they never have before. Right. And it's interesting because I came across this quote, and I mentioned it before too. And it's like, in order to experience a life you've never had, you must evolve in ways in which you must evolve to the person you've never been. Okay. So I feel like that's affecting this individual as well. All right. I feel like if they want to show you, if they really want access to you and they've realized your value, your worth, they understand that they've got to come at you in a way they never have before, right? They've got to communicate in a way that they never have before. Especially now that they're seeing, oh my gosh, you were the one that was meant for me. I feel like you and I were destined to be together. You were the one I was looking for this whole time. And I didn't know until you were gone. Okay. You never know what you got till it's gone. It's that age old saying, right? And it is age old because it is so freaking true, right? A lot of people don't recognize the beautiful things in their life until those beautiful things are gone. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands. They are so afraid right now. Like I said, they are so terrified that they are too late. Right? They're very worried that they're too late. They're having doubts within themselves whether or not you will ever speak to them again. They are very much caught up to the situation, okay, and the reality of the situation. So no more living in illusion and getting all of these free benefits. It's like it's time to pay if you want to subscribe to my energy. You know what I mean? Like there's, it just feels like that. It's like your free trial of me and my energy is over. If you would like to access it, it costs this much to get access. And that cost, right, is the cost of showing up in a very authentic and respectful way. Okay. And it also costs reciprocation of the energy that is given. All right. Now that is where we're at with this channeled message, this very, very strong channeled message. So I do see that you will be, whether or not you intentionally set this boundary to prove a point, or you just come to your wit's end with the situation, with the person, you will be seeing them show up again, whether you want them to or not, in a completely different energy. Okay. And I feel like, the tables will turn in a sense where they're the ones that are sitting in the shocked energy that you aren't, that you aren't available to them anymore. And then you are actually going to be the one sitting in the shocked energy at how they show up next. Okay, to you in your world, right? Let me go ahead and get a direct message here to kind of leave you on, and see what it is that, they're going to open with, what it is that they're going to say to you, and what this next message is really going to be about. Okay, we'll get you a love oracle as well. I know some of you aren't going to be interested to dive in deeper to see what's going on with their thoughts and feelings and really explore their intentions and what's been going on as they've been suffocating in this silence of yours. For those of you who do, I will definitely be tapping into an extended reading, offering that energy exchange is something I truly appreciate, for those of you who decide to do that. Okay. For others of you, if you'd still like to offer energy exchange and don't want to tune into the extended, that is so okay with me as well. Of course, you can do energy exchange just by liking the reading, or subscribing to and joining our tribe, or leaving a comment, or supporting someone in the comments as well. That all counts, and it means the world to me. Every little thing you do is magic to me. Okay. What do we have? I was a fool. Yes, you were. Oh my gosh. Yes, you were. I was a fool. And at the bottom of the deck, we have, I'm stuck in my own head. Well, yeah, they are stuck in their own head right now, because your silence, it's, they're drowning in your silence. Okay. Oh, it's suffocating, drowning, whatever. It is affecting them like you wouldn't believe. Okay. Now let me go ahead and I'm going to get a love oracle on it, and then we're going to jump over to the extended. I really will. I'll put a preview in case you're interested. Okay. And at this point, I also just want to say thank you to everyone who has been ordering personals as well. I really love connecting with y'all on an individual and personalized basis. And if you're interested, those are still open. I'll put the link down below for that as well. All right. So let's get it. Let's get it. I'm almost caught up with personals as well. So if you're still waiting, they're coming really quite soon. All right, here we have embrace. All right. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Okay. I was a fool. I see now that you were my destiny. You were always the one. You fill in those spaces. You have always been, I feel like there's a huge void in their life right now as to, where you used to be, right? It's crazy. It's crazy how much they are missing you and your energy, and how powerful your silence has been. Anyways, I'm sending you lots of love. Thank you for being here with me as always. I love you all. We're going to hop over to the extended. And yeah, if I don't see you there, I'll see you in the next reading or in the podcast series where we are discussing, the differences between the light and dark feminine, and also other topics that will, they all lead somewhere. I have a plan that I don't really necessarily want to reveal just yet, but we're going through a pretty incredible journey of awakening the dark feminine within us. Okay, the divine feminist as well. Anyways, I'm sending you lots of love. I'll stop jabbering on and just get on with it. Okay, see you soon. Bye. Hi, everyone. Thank you so very much for joining me for the extended portion of the reading where we will dive in deeper into this person's energy. They definitely understood the fact that they have been foolish in the past. They've been stuck in their head over you. They've been suffocating in your silence. I have this feeling that based on the energy of the first part of the reading, they're going to show up in a completely different way, a way in which you have never seen them show up for you before, okay? And that's just my intuition coming through, because the level of, you know, I feel like you got their head spinning, basically. You've got their head spinning around, and I feel like they have come to some incredibly deep moments of clarity when it comes to you and how much value you bring into their world, and how much they rely on you, and how you've been there for them, and how, like, it's just everything, right? So let's just start here with, what energy are they going to be in as they come towards you? The next time you hear from them, what energy are they going to be in? Because trust me, they are not finished. They will try to definitely repair the damage that has been done here. Whether, like I said, whether you want them to or not. Okay, so what is it? What is this? We have power. The power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together. They are like, look, I cannot stop thinking about you. I cannot stop wanting to be with you. I can't stop. I just can't stop. I am so freaking drawn to you. And I mean, like, I don't know. They definitely took you for granted. They definitely took you for granted in the past here, right? We have telepathic. Close soul connections are harmoniously synchronized, creating moments of telepathy. I feel like you know that this is coming. I feel like you are feeling the shift within them. And I feel like you could even be picking up on some of their energy, especially if you're like going along, having a day, and all of a sudden you get this like mood change, mood shift, and you're starting to feel like, yeah, you're starting to pick up on this, like, I was a fool energy. You're starting to hear certain songs coming through, you know. I actually, one came through to me earlier today, and it was a song. Okay, my son listens to his own kind of music, and sometimes in the car I let him play it, and I'm not really familiar with these artists that, you know, he's tuning into, and I think this one is actually like gotten popular through YouTube. But anyway, there was a song, and if I remember, I will try to post it, but it was like something along the lines of, you're just gonna have to be someone, you're just someone, now you're just someone who hears my songs on the radio. It kind of gives a little bit of that someone I used to know energy. But it's like the stories, doesn't it suck to know about, okay, I'm just paraphrasing because I don't really remember. I've only heard the song once. And it basically was talking about, you know, doesn't it suck to know the story behind the songs you're hearing on the radio, knowing it's about you, knowing it's, you know, I'm singing about all these painful moments that you put me through. And now I'm on the radio, and you just got to listen to these songs, kind of thing. So it's something like that. So I don't know why I was picking up on that. And when I heard it, you know, it really just made me think of, the same kind of energy that I was picking up with that suffocating in your silence. Like, anyways, okay, I'm just gonna continue on with the energy because I've gone a little off track, but I will try to post that song because I feel like there's a message there and it's coming up again. We have challenges, okay? All true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. So the energy in which they're coming through is obviously here. I'm going to try to fix this. I'm going to try to show up in a much different way. This connection is so much more powerful than I even ever realized. And I cannot stop thinking about you. I really can't. We have challenges, obstacles. Look for ways around the obstacles to find happiness. I have got to find a way. Like, this is what they're saying. I have got to find a way to come through so that we can overcome, you know, the obstacles here that are obviously between us, these blocks. The universe is guiding you to that special person. Allow everything to take its natural course. And then we have intense. The intensity of a true soul connection includes great highs and great lows. We have receptive energy. Be ready to receive what fate has planned for you. Okay. We have heart. You begin to feel your heart beat faster when you're close, and rekindle energy here. Every relationship has magical moments that can be rekindled. Look, they are really after having access to that same energy as you once gave them, right? They really want it back. They really want you back. They really are feeling the depth of this connection, and they are kicking themselves for letting you slip through their freaking fingers, right? While they effed around and found out. I feel like with the receptive energy, if they come towards you, like we mentioned in the first part of the reading here, you're in your Queen of Swords energy. If they come towards you, you may hear them out. I mean, you're going to open the message perhaps, or if they show up at your door, or however it plays out here, you know, you're going to hear them out for sure, because, you know, it might, I don't know, you're curious, right? You could be curious as to what it is that they have to say, and what it is that they've, you know, what conclusions they've come to on their own about how they've shown up in the past. And, you know, I just feel like you're definitely willing to hear them out. But yeah, let's continue on. I want to know exactly, what are they thinking? You know, what have they been thinking about? I want to know how they feel. I want to know what their intentions are. I want to know more about what they'll have to say to you. And I want to know how things are going to play out. If you were to give them a chance, can you trust them? What is the energy going forward? Let's just dive a little bit deeper here, friends.
She said she'd only kill me, fight through the car to death. She said she'd only love me, fight through the car that wasn't in the deck. The card my finger touched, think I got my wish. You know for sure when it's all done, she said she was